Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we break down the latest in crypto news in a simple and easy way to follow. Today we're talking all things Cardano ADA, and it's looking like there's some major potential on the horizon. First up, we've got some bold predictions from a well-known crypto pundit who sees ADA soaring above $1 before December 2024. The social sentiment around this is buzzing, with many in the Cardano community feeling optimistic that this price surge is coming. But what's driving this prediction, and can ADA really break that $1 mark in just a few months? We'll dive into the details. And have you heard the rumors that Cardano is struggling? Think again. Charles Hoskinson himself has come out to set the record straight, saying Cardano isn't dying, it's thriving and growing. The community is rallying behind his statement, and the data backs it up. We'll take a look at how Cardano is building momentum and why this could be a key time to pay attention. Stick around, because if you're holding ADA or thinking about jumping in, this is one update you don't want to miss. Let's go. So let's kick off this news show with this article. According to a prominent crypto pundit, Cardano ADA could surge past $1 by December 2024. This bullish prediction comes as the market shows signs of recovery and increasing adoption for ADA's network and innovations, with key projects and developments on the horizon. The outlook remains optimistic for Cardano ADA holders. But what do you think? Do you agree? Are we, seeing signs of a recovery? I think it's quite early to say that. I think that we will see some price movements to the upside, followed by some further downside before we really get into, the real movements to the upside. But let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comments below. Really interested to get your views and opinions. Now, the sentiment around this article is bullish, with strong focus on future price growth. I think that, we've got used to lots of negativity surrounding Cardano, and it's going to be really interesting to see how the narrative shifts when it comes to the media. But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below, and let's move on. So we've talked about innovation, we've talked about, what's on the horizon, and look, this is a really big one. Cardano just made a huge move in Argentina, as smart contracts on the blockchain now have legal value. This is a massive step for Cardano ADA's adoption, potentially paving the way for blockchain integration into mainstream legal systems. With this development, Cardano ADA is positioning itself as a leader in the real-world utility sector of crypto and blockchain. So look, I think this is really, really big, and I think that it's perhaps going under the radar a little bit when it comes to the narrative out in the media. So look, the question for all of you is, could this be a key, to global blockchain adoption? That is my question to you. The article again is bullish, with major excitement around ADA's expansion into real-world use case. What are your thoughts on the future of Cardano ADA? I think, we've got to always take what we read in the media with a pinch of salt, both negative and positive. But you can't deny that this is a major step forward for blockchain technology. To be integrating, in this way is very, very significant. But really excited to read through your comments. So do, drop your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And let's move on. So we've got another article here. Cardano ADA is eyeing a critical resistance at 37 cent, with the potential to unlock a staggering $1.2 billion in profits. And I think that that is a really interesting outlook. With recent bullish momentum, the question on everyone's mind is, can ADA break the level and spark a rally? And look, I'm interested to get your views and opinions. I do think that, it's a real possibility, particularly with, the smart contract stuff that we just talked about. The sentiment around this article is cautiously bullish. But there's a trend here. We've turned from, bearish to bullish as traders closely watch the charts. If ADA clears this resistance, it could be looking at a breakout, and a significant one at that. So your thoughts, let me know in the comments. Is ADA ready for liftoff? What are your thoughts? Well, we can't have it all positive. Like, it wouldn't be fair to just focus completely on everything that's positive when it comes to Cardano. We've got to have a pinch of, negativity, perhaps even realism. You've got to look at both sides, and I think that you've got to have a well-rounded view of your investments and what's in your portfolio. So look, we've got to look at this. We've got a Cardano ADA analyst stating that ADA could face a steep drop to 22 cent after breaking key support levels. This critical breakdown has analysts sounding the alarm, warning that the current trend holds. ADA could face significant sell pressure, and look, the sentiment is very bearish on this one, with traders eyeing the next support zone, which is frightening, really. Seeing a 22-cent price for Cardano ADA, could be seen as a buying opportunity, or it could be seen as, very, very negative. But, what are your thoughts? If ADA does drop, right, and it goes down to 22 cent, is this a buy, or is this, time to really, move your value out of ADA into something, that's performing and the trends up? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Like, it's a real interesting one. And when people are looking at the potential for a 22-cent ADA, I think it does stem from a lot of the negativity and the fact that people are saying Cardano is dying. This is really interesting. I've got my personal view and take on this, but let's see what's been written in this article, because Charles Hoskinson has made it clear to the community that Cardano is growing, innovating and expanding despite the market ups and downs. ADA remains resilient, with new projects like Mithril, Midnight, and ongoing upgrades making Cardano more competitive in the evolving blockchain space, I would say. Again, very strong words from Charles. Again, the sentiment around his statement is bullish, right? With the ecosystem gaining strength, I think that we've got to take into consideration what is actually being said here. But look, my views on it are that actually there's a lot of projects going multi-chain, and I think that this is not necessarily the fact. They're moving away from Cardano. They might not be telling Charles this directly, and they might be positioning it as multi-chain. But actually, what's really happening is they're moving off of Cardano as an ecosystem because they can't, or they're struggling, or they're bullshitting communities that they can't get their assets on major exchanges, which you can look at World Mobile. They've managed to do it. It is very expensive to get listed on some of these exchanges, so a lot of it could just be BS, or they just can't actually afford it and they don't want to actually come out and say that publicly. So I think that there is an element of truth to what people are saying, in that Cardano is dying, but I think that is an extreme. I think what's actually happening is projects are trying to flourish. They're not doing that on the Cardano ecosystem. They are having to find liquidity elsewhere, and I think that's what's really going on. And I think the Charles, and the team at IOHG, whatever the company is called these days, they do need to be working on resolving some of the liquidity issues that some of these projects are having. Look, I'm an observer. I'm watching what projects are doing. I have a view, an opinion on it. I'm not fond of governance. I think this is a great way for founders to walk away from projects whilst publicly saying that they're not. And I'm not suggesting Charles is doing that, but I'm going to put it out there. I've seen it several times that founders of projects have added governance, and then they've basically walked off into the sunset. They've made an awful lot of money. Now, has Charles made a lot of money? Yes. As much as he talks about the fact that it's not the focus shouldn't be on price. Well, it shouldn't be on focused on you shouldn't be focused on price, if I can get my words out. When you've made billions. So for me, it's one of those. Like, I don't know what the truth is. I'm just an observer, just like all of you guys, but I do watch this market like a hawk. Now, I'm still bullish on Cardano. I think that a lot of this negativity, a lot of these liquidity issues, they're more short term, and Cardano should be seen as a multi-cycle investment, in my opinion. So look, I want to always put my cards on the table, be honest with people, and let people know, the good, the bad, the ugly. And people, feel free to agree or disagree with me in the comments. Governance for me is a real issue. Not just for Cardano, but across the board. We've seen Polkadot. We've seen, the amount of wastage when it comes to the treasury there. I think we'll get the same with Cardano. I don't think that, the community, and, this is going to upset a lot of people, but, it's me just, being honest. I don't think the community is experienced enough, educated enough to make the correct decisions for, the governance of blockchain. So, look, I think that we've got different portions of individuals. We've got big players, entrepreneurs, business owners, that will probably do a pretty good job when it comes to governance. But then we've got the degen aspect of things that we've already seen proposals to burn the treasury. I mean, like, it's just nonsense. And this is the point that I make. There's going to be an awful lot of bad decisions potentially made when it comes to governance. And I love how Charles is really positive and optimistic about the governance on Cardano. And I hope that I'm wrong about a lot of this stuff. But I would personally rather have Charles and the team at IOG, IOHK, making the decisions, because I think actually they're more experienced, they're well educated, and they know what they're doing. And do I feel the same about the community that have invested in Cardano or Polkadot or any other chain that has governance? No. No, I don't. And you can let me know. Do you align with that? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'm really interested to get your views and opinions. I'm being really honest here, and I might upset Charles and a few other people, but ultimately, I'm pretty sure they've got big boy pants. They can put their big boy pants on and have a conversation about it. You know, I'm just saying what I see, what I hear, but I am still, bullish. I mean, seeing the smart contract news in Argentina, really bullish. I think midnight, it's a requirement. You need a privacy layer. I think they're doing a lot of things right, but I do think there is more of a longer term play than, say, Solana, which I don't think they're future proofing it. I think that it's all about, the speed of transactions. It's all about the here and now. It isn't about the future. And I think that's the same with like Ethereum and various others, although Ethereum is trying to replicate what Cardano is doing, and they're trying to play catch up in a lot of the technology kind of aspects of things. But, I think the run has already been made by, what Cardano has done, future proof in the blockchain. So look, that's my thoughts and my opinions. You've still got the likes of Sui, Aptos, and these other really good layer ones that are popping up that perhaps shorter term are going to have way more upside than Cardano, unless some things change. But that's my thoughts, my opinions. I'm still massively invested in Cardano. I talk about Cardano all the time. I'm always going to give you my honest thoughts and opinions, and that it's not paid, endorsed, and all that sort of nonsense. So it's my thoughts, my opinions, and look, take what you want from it. Let me know in the comments. Do you agree, disagree? Really interested to read your views and opinions. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's video.